Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Thrashers Paradise. Today, I am joined with Isle of Fear. I missaid that poorly. Idol of Fear member Austin. Austin, how are you doing today?
Good, man. How are you doing?
Doing very well, thank you. Today, we're here to talk about their third upcoming full-length Trespasser, which is due out on March 11th. Austin, has it hit you yet that this is your third release with Idol of Fear?
Well, the album itself has been it's been a work in the making for the past, like, I guess since we put out the second album. So it's definitely, yeah, it's it's probably hit me a while back that this was a real thing in the making, but it feels great to be at this stage putting it out now after, working on it for so long, crafting, refining it. It's definitely gratifying to see it unleashed.
What's been the overall hype for this upcoming release? Like, are you all excited? Are the fans excited that new material's coming out? Or has it just been, let's just try and do the best we can to promote it?
It's I guess it's kind of been difficult to gauge. I know there's been some fans that we've kept in touch with over the years that have been really excited for new material, but like we haven't really put ourselves out there in the public space to kind of gauge what the anticipation levels are like. Haven't played shows in a long time, so it's tough to kind of know where everyone's at that way, but we know it's our strongest work, so we're just happy to be able to share it with people.
Awesome. Well, I'll just tear the band-aid because we were talking about this a little bit before we started recording. Do you think there's a chance we could see Idol of Fear hit the stage, I don't know, at some point maybe during this year?
It's tough to say, but yeah, we've been crafting our live performance and trying to get it up to our standards, and I think that it's something that we're now very proud of. So it's definitely a possibility, if the right shows come up, we'll be there.
Excellent. I'll have to definitely keep my eye out if I see your name on any marquees or posters on Facebook.
It's kind of been, I guess, tough too because we're based out of Barrie right now, and there's not really a lot of bands that fit in our style. I guess even in the Toronto scene, it was kind of tough. Well, like we're mostly, I guess we fit in with black metal bands. We consider ourselves a black metal band, but a lot of people see like different aspects in our sound that are more experimental. So I don't know. It can be tough. A lot of the bands around here too are kind of more like metalcore type bands, I guess.
Oh, okay.
A lot of death metal bands. So
yeah.
We just gotta, make some more friends. We're not really the most social people either.
All in due time.
I guess this is helping.
Yeah. I'm gonna expose you to people in Hamilton and Kitchener, so
yeah, you're my
work.
Sick, man. Yeah, we've always wanted to play Hamilton.
I know. We got venues, I think, still.
Yeah, like what's going on there?
To be honest with you, I think Club Absinthe is still doing shows every now and then.
Right.
And then we have The Doors, which is the taco joint metal bar, which is like everyone goes to because obviously who doesn't love metal and taco?
I was just gonna say that's a great combination.
Right? And yes, the tacos are good, so it does make it worth playing there.
Sick.
No, besides that, we have a good scene that's coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we have a lot of
instead of Hamilton.
Yeah, like we have some thrash bands, some hard rock bands, and then like a mixture of everything from death to like brutal death metal to like a bunch. Like there's a good variety here across
Right.
the metal spectrum. But Kitchener is the place to go to. They got a good scene there, and they got this one good black metal band called Stolos. They're killer.
Stolos, I'll have to reach out to them.
Yeah, I can get you in touch with one of the band members if you'd like.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's
Okay.
always great to hear, local dark art.
Yeah. Let's get back to talking about Trespasser.
Do it, man.
This is why we're talking. So Trespasser, what inspired the album to be called Trespasser?
Well, I'm always maybe not the best at talking about my own work, but there's a lot that goes into the title. The album itself is kind of, where's my headphones? It started as just kind of a work involving the different aspects of death in your life, but also in society. Like again, I'm really bad at breaking things down into words because there's a lot of concepts that kind of go into the trespasser theme, but essentially it's like about like, are you the trespasser here on this plane of existence, or sometimes when you let your mind wander, you can go to places that you don't belong as a listener or as an artist, but also just as a human being.
Okay. So this album has a very deep meaning to it. Awesome.
I would say so. Like we always take our work very seriously, but it's hard to really reveal too much into the insight into it without debasing it in a way. It's hard to say. Like, I don't want to just break things down into simple concepts and lay it bare like that.
Okay.
The best way is probably just to listen to the album, and it becomes pretty apparent what we're trying to go for, I think.
Definitely, of course.
That's like a really long-winded answer, and probably leaving a lot of the listeners like, what the fuck's this guy talking about?
It's all good. Don't worry. For you personally, which song off of the new album did you find the most difficult, annoying, or like pain in the ass one to work with during the recording process?
I would say probably the last song that we tracked was "Alone with You," and what was the last song we finished? I actually started writing, and the way we record and write is that we kind of just track as we go and write that way. So that was a song that looked like it was going to be done early on in the album process, but it just kept kind of evolving. The song arrangement itself changed quite a bit, so I had to rewrite it a few times, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. But it was just like it took a lot of revision, and I guess there's like kind of more personal themes that went into it, and sometimes you don't want to put too much of yourself into a song in a way.
Okay. Another thing I do want to bring up is the artwork for the album because it looks really killer. It looks amazing. What made you and the rest of the band want to go with this artwork to be the face of the album?
So yeah, we're super proud of the art that we were able to get for this. Rotten Phantom, the artist duo from Russia that did the art. We've been fans of them for a long time. I think we tried to get them to do art for us in the past, but they're either too busy or they just brushed us off. But luckily this time they were available, and yeah, we just gave them a little bit of input. I think for the most part they just kind of did their own thing. They used our ideas to some degree, but I'm glad that they didn't. That they followed their own vision and did what they saw, because it turned out, I think, fantastic.
Awesome. For you, what song are you most excited for the fans to hear off of the album?
I'm I think most excited for people to hear the first song, "The Flayed Horizon." I think it really speaks to the times. Um, just the general distrust and discord that's rife in our society at this point in time. I thought it should have been a single. It just has a long intro to it. It's the first song though, so you gotta warm people into the album a little bit.
Of course.
But it's definitely, I think, the most aggressive song and unrelenting song on the album.
Awesome. For you, what do you hope comes from this album?
It's hard to say, we'd never really hoped for much from this band. Like we've just tried to make art that's true to ourselves and our vision, and hopefully people are into that as well. But basically just being able to carry on with our vision and making more Idle of Fear albums would be awesome. If people want to help us do that and support that, then that would be the perfect outcome for us.
Awesome. And I got one last question for you. It's a
Yeah,
fun one we like to ask here on Thrashers Paradise to all of our first time appearing guests. Who would win in a fight, Lemmy or God?
definitely Lemmy. Isn't he God anyway, though?
Yeah.
Trick question, man.
Yeah, exactly. Also, thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule just to come sit down with me and do this interview with me to promote the brand new album, Trespasser, due out March 11th. Is there anything else you would like to promote or say while we still got you here on Thrashers Paradise?
No, just keep an ear out for our second single coming out, probably next couple weeks, Angel Dust.
Awesome. And until next time, everyone, keep on thrashing.
Thrashers Paradise.